Hey, friends of future millionaires. Gregory Pierre-Louis here, the Backpack Entrepreneur. In this training, you're going to learn how to constructively launch a profitable business online while working part-time or full-time and without needing your own products. So, who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, after 10 years of building businesses online, I decided to relaunch my business under the brand Home-Based Business Pro on September 8th, 2023. And it's my wish for you to become a home-based business professional, not because home-based business is perfect, but because it's better. And this is a picture of the logo, just in case you're interested in looking for the brand across different social media platforms. My professional background now is full-time stay-at-home dad, but I'm officially an employee turned entrepreneur. I used to work on the ambulance as a paramedic, and I also worked at the hospital in the emergency department until I fired my boss on April 10th, 2020. That's what I like to call my freedom day. So, why should you listen to me? Because I was an employee just like you who turned entrepreneur and created a life of freedom for himself by launching a business online, and I want to help you do the same. Since I started building businesses online in 2013, I've become a best-selling author, helped build a community of thousands of principle-centered leaders, and feed starving children from all over the world through our strategic partnership with Feed My Starving Children, a Christian nonprofit organization who manufactures and distributes nutritional meals for starving children all over the world. A lot of people wonder how I was able to fire my boss and build a sustainable business online. Some attribute it to the software I use. Others think it's because of the community we've built. And there are even people who believe it's because of my books and funnels that I've created. And while all these things are huge contributors to my success, I'm fully aware that there was one small tweak I made to my funnels that was the key to the rapid growth of my business online. And in this training, I'm going to walk you through the framework I now affectionately call viral sustainability. And it's not just a way to build your business online and structure your funnels, it's the way. So, this is what the framework viral sustainability looks like, and I'll break it down as we go. There's no need to panic, get nervous, or anything like that because it looks intimidating, okay? The concepts you'll learn are simple, but it requires work and commitment to put it together. And some of you watching this right now are already doing webinars, challenges, and events. But the goal of this training isn't to have you stop doing what's working for you. Instead, it's to share what's worked for me because there might be something you discover that you can incorporate into your business. And all that I ask is that you keep an open mind until the end. And if you can do that, then I believe you will find something in this training that will help you. Now, the entire framework is built in 3 phases. First, I want to show you what those phases are. Then, I want to show you how I've implemented the viral sustainability framework inside of my business. So, these are the 9 individual parts that make up the viral sustainability framework. I know what some of you are thinking right now, so let me address it up front so we can move on. You do not need to build out the entire viral sustainability framework before launching it, okay? In fact, I recommend you build it in phases over time. And even if all you do is finish building phase 1, then you can still launch a successful business online because each phase builds on the next one. So the quicker you complete the phases, the quicker you'll get the results you want. In this training, I want to focus on phase 1. Phase 1 includes 6 of the 9 individual parts that make up the viral sustainability framework. And that's why you can build and launch a profitable business online with just phase 1 alone. Those parts include creating your subscription program or programs if you're going to have more than one as part of your framework like I do, as well as creating your challenge or webinar, creating your MIFGI, again, that stands for Most Incredible Free Gifts Ever, creating your funnels, and setting up your email money machine. This can seem like a lot of work, but when you're leveraging an affiliate marketing business model, most of the work is already done for you. And if you stick with me until the end of this video, then I'll show you how I set up my affiliate marketing business so you can see what I'm talking about. The first thing you need to understand is a concept called the value stairway. This is what it looked like when I was first taught this concept almost 10 years ago, and this is how most people draw it. Gregory, you have no recurring revenue, and you are the business. This is what I was told one day by one of my friends, Steve. I had been doing postcard marketing, and it was working out pretty well. But there were some problems I was experiencing. If I stopped sending out postcards, then I stopped making money. So I didn't have a business. I had a good promotion. And this was one of the biggest gut punches and the harshest reality I had to face as an entrepreneur. It turns out I missed a few subtle parts of the value stairway, which apparently is easy to do. You see, the first time I learned about the value stairway, it changed my entrepreneurial life. I felt like I finally had the language to describe the marketing plans that were inside my head. What I missed in those earlier years can be seen in this illustration, which again is how most people draw a value stairway. And if you've never seen one before, it looks like 3 or 4 steps and visually shows how you'll ascend your potential prospects from lead to customer. See, the real problem is that this is where most people stop drawing their value stairway. However, it's not complete unless the other part is there. What most people don't draw is the part in the red box. It's actually missed quite frequently, and it's definitely the part I was missing too. Recurring revenue through subscription-based products or services. Somewhere along the lines, the internet marketing industry kind of forgot about that little red box and instead kept drawing more steps to the value stairway. And sometimes I end up working with entrepreneurs who are already very successful. They might sell a lot of one-time products and or high-ticket products, run webinars, and host live events. But because their business isn't creating residual income, they don't actually have a business. They have a promotion. For almost a decade, I was in the same boat. I would launch new promotions every so often, and when I stopped sending postcards and the marketing ended, so did the cash flow. It wasn't until I relaunched my business under the brand Homebase Business Pro that I finally understood that I'm not in the author business, even though I'm a best-selling author. I'm not in the event business, even though we host events all the time. I'm in the subscription program business, and everything else is just an appendage that serves to get more people into the subscription program and get them to stick longer and become loyal, raving fans. That's the only goal. And by focusing on your subscription program and getting new people into it, you can give yourself a raise every day of the year. I still remember the day I realized that by leveraging the power of residual income, I could basically purchase whatever I want and let the profits from the business pay for it. For example, if I wanted to purchase $1 million home with a 30-year mortgage and my monthly payments were going to be $5,500 per month, at first it may seem like a lot until you think about it in terms of how many new people you can get into your subscription program, which could be product-based and or service-based. So if I had a subscription program that people pay $125 per month to be a part of, then I only need to get 45 new people to sign up for the program, and the residual income from their monthly payments will more than cover my mortgage payments. Isn't that awesome? Subscription programs are often called memberships. And basically, to create a subscription program, you offer a product or service to your members on a consistent, repeatable basis, and in return, your members pay you on a recurring schedule, oftentimes on a monthly basis. In addition to that, typically, membership payments are automated so your members' credit cards get charged the same amount each month until they cancel. So that's the first step, to create your subscription program. Now, there are different types of subscription programs you can offer, like software, either as a product and allow members to use the software themselves to do whatever it is they want, or as a service and have an expert use the software to ultimately achieve the members' goals. You can offer newsletters, either digital or print. You can offer a large range of supplements. You can offer membership websites like Amazon Prime does, or even a Box of the Month Club, like in this example, where the company created a Book of the Month Club and delivers books on a monthly basis to members who are subscribed to their program. You know the saying, leaders are readers, right? Based on that, I'm pretty sure the Book of the Month Club has a lot of leaders subscribed to their program. People who are focused on growing their mindset because whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, right? That's a little quote from Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, which is a book I highly recommend reading. And out of all the various subscription program ideas, the top 3 that I would recommend are software, newsletters, and membership websites. So that's step 1 in a nutshell. Create your subscription program. And step 2 is to create your MIFGI, or most incredible free gifts ever. The goal here is to create an irresistible free offer that promotes your subscription program on the back end. And your offer can be anything from digital products to physical products. For example, if I was giving away a free copy of my digital book, at the end of the book, I would provide a link to my subscription program. The key is to make sure that your offer is congruent with your subscription program. Next is step 3. Well, you'll work on the pieces of your principal centered leader flywheel. You'll be using your principal centered leader flywheel to send people to your websites and into your funnels, where you give away the most incredible free gifts ever, which in turn promote your subscription program on the back end. Now, this is the part of the framework a lot of people mess up because they have their whole business set up backwards. They have no recurring revenue and they're doing everything by themselves. See, when I first started this business, I was working full time as an employee and couldn't imagine doing all this from scratch. But I've been able to leverage partnerships and other people's expertise to build a legitimate business online and eventually left my job to work full time from home. So there are 3 key roles to making a business like this work. The first role is the principal centered leader. The principal centered leader is responsible for creating content and attracting new people to become members of their subscription program by making irresistible free offers, running challenges, hosting live events and virtual events, and interviewing people through an application process where they can qualify those who would be a good fit for membership. This is actually the role that I play in my business. I am the principal centered leader, and this would be your role too if you were to implement the same framework and business model. So the principal centered leader is usually the front-facing personality behind the brand. And as you can see in this picture, that's me in the green shirt, playing the role of the principal centered leader in my business, attracting a new person in New York City by making an offer. And after having a nice conversation with the gentleman, he qualified for membership. You see, building a profitable business online doesn't have to be complicated. It can be simple, as long as you have your business structured the right way, which is why I believe that sharing my viral sustainability framework with you will set you on the right path. The next 2 roles are the integrator and the operator. The integrator and the operator are responsible for all the technical aspects of the business, like building the funnels, managing sales, and creating the structure for the business. Oftentimes, when people are building a business, they try and play all 3 roles themselves. They try to be the business. But the best thing you can do if you're not skilled enough to play all those roles is partner with another person or 2 who can help you. That's what I did in my business, and it's how I'm able to build a profitable business online while also building a life of freedom for myself and showing others how to do the same. If it wasn't for my business partners and the principal-centered community that we've developed, then building the kind of business we're building online would have been a lot harder for all of us individually. So now that you know the 3 roles that make this business model work, it's important for you to understand the different parts of the principal-centered leader flywheel. And while there are many things you can do to get people to visit your website and enter your funnels, I'm going to focus on the most important activities that produce the biggest returns for your time. These are the activities that, after they are done consistently over time, will get so many people to visit your website and enter your funnels, it will be almost impossible to turn off. These activities include sending emails on a regular basis, at least 2 to 3 times per week. And setting up your email money machine is actually the meat and potatoes of this business. And that's why I had it highlighted in red earlier when I showed you the 9 individual parts that make up the viral sustainability framework. You're going to want to collaborate with other business owners in a mastermind setting at least once per week. And our community actually meets 13 times every week. So there are a lot of opportunities throughout the week for someone to learn and grow their business without making up a whole bunch of excuses. You're also going to want to create short form and long form organic content to increase your chances of going viral. And that includes being consistent with your daily show, whether that be a blog, a vlog, or a podcast, like the podcast I created for the brand Home Based Business Pro called Grow Rich or Die Trying. Monday through Friday, I upload my biggest takeaway from our Grow Rich Mastermind at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You should check it out. So if you've been wondering how to build a long-term sustainable business online, then this is definitely one long-term strategy. You see, a lot of people still aren't publishing valuable videos on the internet because it's mostly filled with entertainment and current events, which leaves room for you to fill the gap and take advantage of the opportunity by publishing more valuable content on social media while there's less competition in the marketplace. We all know the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. And that's exactly how I want you to think about your principle-centered leader flywheel. So those were the steps for phase 1 of the viral sustainability framework. Again, this is what the framework looks like as a whole once you put it all together. And this is what we just covered. Phase one. Remember, phase one only includes creating your subscription program, creating your irresistible free offer, what we like to call the MIFGI or most incredible free gifts ever, working on piecing together your principal centered leader flywheel, and setting up your email money machine to turn emails into sales on the back end. Later, you can work on putting together your first challenge or webinar as an additional piece to phase one, so you can have a handful of different promotions that get new members into your subscription program on a regular basis, like hosting monthly challenges and weekly webinars. Now, let's briefly talk about phase two. Phase two is where you create an automated application process to qualify people who are a good fit for your subscription program by interviewing them. Think about it. Almost every successful company has an interview process to qualify candidates, right? If you wanted to get a job, you would likely have to interview with that employer before they give you an answer because they're going to want to know why they should hire you over the next person, right? And if you wanted to apply to a college or get into a specific university, then you would likely have to interview before being accepted into their program to graduate. So, why should it be any different for your business? If you plan on being successful, then it's important to pay attention to what's working with other businesses and business owners and do your best to implement those things in your business. So that's phase two in a nutshell, setting up your automated application process. And then there's phase three. This is where you create your high ticket program and live event or virtual event to promote the high ticket product and or service that you offer. For example, my high ticket offer is a one-time purchase with a focus on financial literacy, including debt elimination and wealth building strategies like investing, because obviously, as a business owner, it makes sense to learn how to manage your profits, doesn't it? So that was the idea behind our high ticket program. And now that you've learned about the viral sustainability framework, what I'd like to do is show you how I've implemented the framework into my business. So, as the principal centered leader in my home based business, I use the principal centered leader flywheel to attract new people to my websites and into my funnels. And you have options. Most people create a lead magnet or free offer to get people into their funnel, and their free offer usually promotes their MIFGI on the back end, moving them to the next step in their value ladder. But what I did instead was make the MIFGI my irresistible free offer, and then built a funnel directly promoting the most incredible free gifts ever to my audience. So when people visit the website, the first thing they see is that there's no cost to what I'm offering. And my principal centered leader flywheel has already pre-framed the website visitor on what to expect. So there should be no surprises. There's a ton of social proof for them to see that this is real. And there's also the FTC disclaimer because as an affiliate marketer, it's important for you to build your business in compliance with the company you're affiliated with, as well as the federal government policies. And again, there is absolutely nothing to lose because it's free. All they have to do is click the green button to get access details. Now, when they click the green button, there's a pop-up that basically gives me permission to send them emails later. And once they submit the form, they're officially on my contact list, which gives me the opportunity to follow up with them afterwards and continue to develop that relationship over time. So once the form is submitted, it also takes them to the next page in my funnel called a bridge page, which introduces them to who I am and provides a little bit more value to them. Now, remember when I said in the beginning of this video that I'm fully aware that there was one small tweak I made to my funnels that was the key to the rapid growth of my business online? That tweak is this little green button that I have on every bridge page of every funnel I create that indirectly promotes my subscription program while delivering on the free gifts. So if they click the description that says, click here to listen to the Grow Rich audio, it delivers the most incredible free gifts ever and gives them the access details to our Grow Rich Mastermind. And if they click the green button, it takes them to the video sales letter to become a member of my subscription program. It's that simple. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you got value from this video. And if you'd like to learn more about the business model that I'm currently using to build a profitable business online while building a life of freedom for myself and my family, and if you'd like to use the same affiliate products and services that I use, and if you'd like to leverage the same integrator and operator that I use so that you can focus on giving yourself a raise every single day of the year, and if you'd like help implementing the viral sustainability framework in your business, then go ahead, click the link in the description right now to schedule your free interview with me to see if you qualify for the program. And I look forward to working with you. Go ahead, click the link in the description right now. I'll talk to you soon.